Yeah, this is Robin from the Back Pain Secret Podcast, and today we're going to talk about sustaining hope to heal your back pain. But before that, we're going to play up the intro song. We're going to be right back, guys.
So here's the important question. How can back pain sufferers like us, who don't want to use prescription drugs or go through surgery, heal our back pain? How do we live our daily lives in a way that allows us to go to work, take care of our families, enjoy life, and still manage our back pain? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Robin Wakeham, and welcome to Back Pain Secrets.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I had a week off. I went to the country, had a great time, visited my mom. Kids were there. Wife was still at home here to relax a bit. And I'm back now, guys. I'm all fired up, and I got a lot of energy, and I got a lot of information I want to get out, okay? So today's topic is sustaining hope to heal your back pain. Sustaining hope to heal your back pain, okay? And as always, I have a little story for you guys here. Call him Ted. And Ted is a made-up name, and this is a patient I met a few years back in my treatment room there. Ted was 43 years old. He had 3 kids. He had a wife. He was working as a train driver, he was working the trains anyway, you know. He had a condition called spondylolisthesis. And when you have spondylolisthesis, you actually have the vertebrae in your lower back, okay? The lower parts of your back. And one vertebrae, the top one, has moved forward a bit, okay? Has moved forward like that. And then what happens is basically that it presses on your nerves, your nerve roots. You can get pain in your lower back, your buttocks, down your legs, even down to your foot, you know. And Ted had this back pain or this diagnosis about 5 years. A few years back, he went in to have a MRI and got that confirmed, you know. But externally, he was working hard, you know. Ted was working hard at the train station there, putting in the hours, 10, 12 hours a day. He had problems sitting down. He had problems standing up. The thing that felt best was lying down, but only when he was lying down on his side. He had a cushion between his legs, and he pulled up his knees towards his stomach. And that actually reduced the pressure on his nerve roots, okay? He also found it very, very hard and frustrating to playing with his kids, okay? His kids was about 5, 7, and 12, and they were all boys, and he couldn't play soccer with them, no ice hockey, no monkeying around, no wrestling and stuff like that, because that just irritated his back, okay? Also, the wife was getting on his back, you know, because having 3 kids, she was home all day, working hard, and he couldn't really do any chores at home, you know, and no maintenance of the house, and no heavy lifting, none of that, you know. That also made him feel less of a man, you know. Just the wife had to take care of everything at home. And also something that's really, really frustrating when you have this diagnosis, you know, is he had problems having sex with his wife, you know. And that was horrible as well, you know. It was just irritating him that he couldn't perform that act with his wife, and made him feel very, very, like, not manly at all, you know. Hey, guys, I see Hans Baumann is on, and Jennifer Sundlin. How you doing, guys? I'm back here after my vacation. Nice to have you on. And anyway, you know, internally, he was feeling like he was losing hope, okay? Ted was losing hope. He had this dead-end job. That's the way he felt anyway. He couldn't really feel like it was leading anywhere. He was just sitting, driving these trains, and been doing this for 30 years. And he just felt like that wasn't really going anywhere, you know. And his back was killing him constantly, you know, off and on, constantly. The back pain was irritating him. And he didn't really know what to do to turn it all around, you know. When you have back pain like that, and you've had it for such a long time, and you've done stuff, you tried exercising and stuff, but it never really worked out for him, you know. It was just irritating him all the time. Then back like a month and a half or something like that, before he came to me, he was telling me that he hit kind of a wall, you know. He was helping his brother to move, and that increased his back pain big time, you know. Usually it didn't really help people to move or anything like that, but his brother had been on his back for quite a bit regarding this, and he just did it, you know. But after a few hours or something doing the moving stuff, he felt this electricity just going into his back, down his right leg, and no painkillers was really helping him. He actually had to take sick leave off for like 2 weeks from driving the trains. And something that stressed him even more than the pain was that he wasn't going to get paid, or at least get much less money than he used to. The wife was a stay-at-home mom. They had the 3 boys, and it was really like expensive, for him to pull all of this around. And the wife wasn't working, and he was home in bed, and this stress, just not making enough money to get the family to survive, was really getting at him. So this was about the time that he visited me, and he came to me, and he just I gave him all the exercises that he needed, to reduce his pain, to do the core stability exercises. I was telling him to stand up, to walk, maybe go to the gym. I got him all the programs and stuff. But you can see when you talk to Ted that the stuff that he was going through was much more like deep than just doing the exercise and stuff. I mean, most people can find a lot of good stuff online, and if you visit a physio or any practitioner, most people can give you like what you need to do, but a lot of times there's psychological things around pain, and especially back pain when you've had it for a while. So he came to me, and I could see that he was losing hope, and I told him, something that I read somewhere from my man Brendan Burchard, I think his name is. It's very easy thing. He was telling, or when I read this, I was down in the dumps myself, so I could relate to Ted. But he told me, that a power plant does not have energy, okay? A power plant generates energy. I'm going to read that again for you guys, or just say it again. A power plant does not have energy. A power plant generates energy, and that's the same thing we should look at whenever you lack hope, or you don't have happiness, or you're sad, or any of those feelings. That's an indication that you need to plug in. We don't have hope, we generate hope. Okay, we don't have hope, we generate hope. We don't have happiness, we generate happiness. Okay, we don't have sadness or fatigue, we generate it. Okay, and whenever we feel these different emotions coming up in our lives, it's really important for us to first off to make sure that we understand what it is. Okay, and then we need to plug it in. We need to plug in. It's like plugging in your phone. It's kind of like when you're plugging in your phone when it lacks energy. That's what the stuff you need to do with your life when you start to feel these emotions, especially hope. When you start to lose hope, you're in a bad state. You need to really get on that and fix that quickly. Okay, so the plan. What should you do? It's very easy to tell all the to look at someone and tell them, you're like this, you're like that. But what should you do? Okay, so how to generate hope? That's basically what me and Ted talked about. And I was telling him, whenever I lose hope, at least, I just get very focused and plugged in to the passions I have in my life, to the passions I have, to the dreams I have, and it's like charges me up, it charges me up. So the passions and the dreams, I'm doing these podcasts, I'm doing these Instagram posts and stuff. It's my passion. I want to help 1 million people to reduce their back pain. Okay, it's a dream I have. Okay, so I'm out there doing it. Really, I don't really have time for it. I have all kinds of other shit I have to do today. Every day, I'm run these different back pain clinics and stuff. But this stuff fires me up. I know I'm not the best talker or even like the singer. I'm just doing this in my bedroom because I don't really have time to do it anywhere else. This is the only place I have peace and quietness, but it fires me up. So first off, I was telling Ted, you have to keep perspective. A lot of people that lose hope, they just because they lose focus, in their life. And another thing I see a lot of people losing hope is they only think about themselves. They're not in tune with the stuff that's going on around the world, okay? So they miss the connection with other people. Hey guys, look, it's like, I don't know, the last count is like 7 billion people here in this world, 7 billion people, and just all the shit that's going on in the world, and all the chaos and stuff. It's so easy to become negative and lose hope, but damn it, all the stuff that's going on, there's a lot of good stuff going on there as well. So it's very, very important to make sure that you focus on the positive stuff that's going on, because the negative stuff that's all around us, that's always going to be there, but it's also a lot of positive stuff out there, and a lot of times, you need to start with the basics. Go out for a walk, you need to leave your home. You can't be sitting home thinking about getting hopeful. You need to go out and do stuff, go out to a restaurant. Even if you go out by yourself, and you sit down and look at all the people that are laughing, they're flirting with each other, and just see what's going on. It's much more easy to become positive like that, okay? And also go back and think of all your successes in life. You've been doing stuff for years that you've done good stuff and bad stuff, and you've done stuff that you've been really successful at. You need to think back of those things. Put those things down on paper and build yourself up. Okay. And the second thing you need to do, I was telling Ted, is to get a plan. Okay. You need to get a plan. It's easy to lose hope if you don't have a plan, okay? What is your vision, What's your vision? And you also have to believe in your ability to whatever stuff that you're going through, you're going to be able to get through it, And even if it is frustrating, and even if it's hard, it's important to understand that in this moment, and I'm talking to you that listening out there as well, if you're lacking hope right now, that's a choice you've made. I know there's all kinds of hard shit going on in the world, but if you right now, you can turn this off, and you can change the books that you read, okay? Get some better books. You can change the friends that you hang out with, you can change your job if you're in a rut, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's really up to you. We just have this one life, and you really need to understand that all the stuff that you're going through, people have gone through that. Ask people that you respect that have done the stuff that you want to do. That's usually the quickest way to succeed. Whatever you're struggling with out there, find someone and tune into what they're doing, and just be around that person, and ask them questions, and just try to copy more or less what they're doing, okay? And apply that to your life. Bets are that you're going to be successful, or you increase the chance. It's going to be a lot of hard work, okay? And the third step, I was telling Ted, is to stay persistent. Stay persistent, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up. It's important to everyone out there listening, your dreams, okay? They don't care if you're struggling, and if it's hard. You just need to do it, okay? You just need to do it. It's really, really important to just stay persistent at what you want to achieve, But a lot of time people don't really know what they're really struggling at, or what they're aiming for, and then it's easy. Then they should give up, But if you sat down with a piece of paper, do that tonight, put on all the stuff that you're passionate around, all the stuff that you want to achieve in your life, okay, and you just go over that week after week, make sure that it's the right stuff. Just start to do baby steps, whatever you want to do. You're going to screw up in the beginning. It's always like that, but you just get better and better and better. Do you know how many times I would just want to turn all of this video stuff off? Half of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I'm really I'm not technical at all. It took me 10 minutes to get all the live stream going here and stuff. And a lot of times people aren't really watching this, but I'm doing it, because it's my passion. I'm doing it on Instagram. I'm doing it on all the social platforms, and I'm getting some traction now because I'm not giving up. And I know, because it's a good feeling. Guys, anyway, I'm going off a bit of a rant here. I know it's hard, life is hard. Life is a struggle. That's the only thing that you can really be 100% sure of, but you also need to make sure that you enjoy the ride. Whenever you're stressing and you're trying to just check off your checklist every day, maybe there's a lot of stuff on that checklist that you don't really need to do. Okay, so you really need to think about this stuff, and it's not going to happen over like an hour or an afternoon. You need to work with this, day out and day in, and make sure that you're on the right path. Okay, guys, I hope you had got some value from this, got some value. And just to sum it all up, Ted, he came back, a few weeks afterwards, and of course it was hard for him to do all of this, but he was at least in a much better mood, and he started to get hope back, and that was very, very important, because he was in a bad shape when you lose hope. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and guys, remember, just one step away from healing your back pain. Bye-bye.
Want more back pain secrets? Then go ahead and get your free copy of my best-selling book, Back Pain Secrets, at backpainsecrets.com. Inside this book, you will find my top secrets to healing your back pain without prescription drugs or surgery that have helped thousands of other people just like you.